Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the mound today, it's Sonny Gray. What do we need to know here?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that is ball one. There's a strike. Out to short. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball two.
Ball three.
Pitch. That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
So, man aboard. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso.
0-1's the count.
Alonso, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Soto leads off first with one away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one outside, and it's 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. Swinging a foul straight back.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
On the ground. Win. Fires over to first. And that'll do it. Mets leave one. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Clay Holmes.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Bottom of the first, now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Cardinals lineup now.
Batting second.
They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Inside, just missed. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Caught him looking for the K. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Two outs. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Right side, hard hit. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Redbirds down quietly. Scoreless after one. Back here in St. Louis, and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Gray back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Just missed. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
And there's a ball. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
That one finds the corner. And the count is even, 2-2. And that's too high. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Number 9.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Counts 1-0.
And the righty deals.
That's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base pass, so this kind of looks like it was a hit-and-run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Stays alive. And that's just foul. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That one misses. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, right side. Walker gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 13, Luis.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. And first offering is fouled off. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nootbaar makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Contreras.
In there at the knees for a strike. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way down the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for St. Louis, Lucan Baker. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Contreras over at first with one away. Inside.
Ball
And
one.
now it's even 1-1. And that one fouled off. Line to left. Nimmo puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Jordan Walker.
So digging in, Jordan Walker.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And ball one to the right fielder. In there at the knees. And 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
2 outs. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. We're tied 0-0. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. And now Jeff McNeil. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. In the dirt, now 1-2. In the air, left field. Nootbaar moves under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And now the Cardinals catcher, Yoel Pozo. That one misses. 1-0. Ground ball, left side. Fair ball.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
So up next, Jose Barrero. And that drops in for a strike. That one the other way. McNeil. Off balance feed.
Out.
There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And it's
I got
even
one
up.
ball, 1 strike.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next one misses. 2-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Struck out looking at his first at bat. The other way, down the line, and it's foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's your 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout
Now
situation
back,
right
second
there. The
baseman,
infield playing back,
Donovan.
and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Grounded out his first time. And that is out of play.
One ball.
In the dirt. Save. He beats it.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, dude. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. And now the runner moves up. Those moments can be really frustrating.
Third, Newtbar on at second with 2 down. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's off the mark, and a full count now.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Nolan Arenado in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. It's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Start of the 4th, now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. That's a strike. That misses, and the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ripped on the ground to second. They get the out on Soto.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Two the count.
And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with the cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
Winker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next pitch misses way outside. just missed. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Vientos in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Arenado sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. Mets strand 1, and we are still scoreless. Bottom 4, here's Nolan Arenado.
For St. Louis, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
That's out to center field. Taylor ranging after it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilson.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hard hit left side. To first, and Contreras is retired.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lucan Baker.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lucan Baker. Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Man at first, Jordan Walker. Next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fought off foul.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. That one the other way. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 4. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Brandon Nimmo. Gray back to work. This one lifted in the air, left field, and a quick out, number 1.
The catcher, number 13.
And the batter now, Luis Torrens. slides for the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that'll do it. And the Mets go down 2-3. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now, Yoel Pozo.
Yoel Pozo.
And there's the strike. High fly ball out into left center field. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose.
So digging in, Jose Barrero. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle. And there's a hit.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. And that one is lifted in the air. Soto going after it. Squeezes it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto on his way over. That is the inning. So one left for the Cardinals. Still no score. Top 6. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
In the air, right field. Walker gets under it, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Foul ball there. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Arenado sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
It's easy for lineups to get frustrated in games like these because they've proven they can hit the ball hard. They're squaring up good pitches, but unfortunately, that's not always enough.
Ball
That's
inside.
off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
The next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire
Now
at bat.
batting, the first baseman.
Go ahead, run on
Pete
base. Here's Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a foul out of play. Soto off of first with 2 away.
One ball.
In
2
the
strikes.
dirt, blocked. Two outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the polar bear strikes out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ty Adcock.
Now pitching.
He's making
for
his
New York.
2nd appearance of the season.
Number 40, Ty Adcock.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
up for
Brendan
St. Louis,
Donovan.
the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
And a pitch. High fly ball out to center field. Taylor coming on. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
That one way outside, and it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Reed Garrett getting loose out there. Cabrera warming up as well. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
One down, base is empty. Ripped to right. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilson.
Here comes Wilson
Contreras.
Contreras. That's in for a strike.
All one's the count.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here in St. Louis, and now the DH, Jesse Winker. Popped up. Win. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
So up next, Mark Vientos.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One down, base is empty.
Nope.
Action in the pen down there. John King, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Maton getting cranked up as well. And that's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A gigantic blast. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break.
Now pitching.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Phil Maton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So 2 down. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter number 1, second baseman,
Jeff McNeil stands in.
McNeil.
That misses. Ball 1. Terrence leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Rips that one to right. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lucan Baker. Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering misses. Ball 3.
That's a really good take.
Out to short. Lindor. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. A little bit high, and that is ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Johan Pozo. He is singled and he is flied to left. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Softly hit to third, but it kicks foul. 2 down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And down in order go the Cardinals. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Maton back to work. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Just
Ball
off the inside edge. Bunt attempt popped up. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one away. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Lindor in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Out to short. Win. Whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. Juan Soto now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two outs. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Pozo on to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. On the mound now, Reed Garrett.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Jose Barrero now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Next one misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now a chance for Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1. Left field, way back there. That's back. And off the base of the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King.
Now
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Gets the outside corner with that one. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Andre Palante, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Romero, the lefty, warming up as well. Here's Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
First pitch, 7-16.
That's a ball.
Nope.
Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
And a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
To the right side, and that one handled. Lindor retired. Here's a Mets lineup now.
The right fielder.
They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, you know, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And another ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Gray, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big-time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Clay Holmes. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Lars Nootbaar leading things off and takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike. Nootbaar at second with nobody out.
Ball 1.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Man at second. High in the air, out to right. Soto puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the second baseman, Brendan.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Just missed. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Runner at second here, one gone. In the air, left field, down the line. Out, number 2.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that is out of play. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This to third. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. The Cards leave 1 scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now here's the veteran DH, Jesse Winker. Gray back to work. And there's a foul ball. On the ground, and that's just foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. First pitch, just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
No score here in the second. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And now 2-1. And that one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Just misses with that one. And that's inside, and a good at-bat, ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That's through there for a strike.
0-1.
A little bit low. 1-1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Luis Torrens in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That one is back. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. He sends a rocket to left, his second of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
2 outs, nobody on. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike. That was the sweeper, but it missed. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty with 2 away. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And that misses. And the count is 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a good eye there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Next offering upstairs. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. This one in the air center field. Ferrero in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning, leading off Wilson Contreras.
The designated hitter, Wilson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And he deals. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Batting 6.
So digging in, Luken Baker. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Good job to fight that one off. In the air, left field, down the line. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
1 out, runner at second. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Just missed. One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. That's inside. And now 2-0. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting 8, the catcher, Yohel Pozo.
Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. He's been a great free agent sign.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And the sweeper catches the plate.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's inside.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Jose.
So up next, Jose Barrero. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Brings it in, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, right fielder.
So a man at first, and now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul straight back. The next offering misses. And the count even 1-1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one is in the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. There's the swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Lindor, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Walker snags it. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos will hit next. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. And a strike in there.
0-1.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Kyle Leahy up and throwing. Misses outside, 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs.
Ball in.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position and a hitter's count.
Brandon Nimmo Up next for the Mets. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching.
Kyle Leahy gets the ball now.
Number 62.
He's having an excellent season so
Kyle.
far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
The 1-0. That one missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. He's already homered in this game. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike at 95. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Down the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Flied to right his first time. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Just misses. Going to count 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
On the ground right side, McNeil slings to first. That's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brendan
2 out, space is empty. And the batter now, Brendan Donovan. Fly to left his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Fought off foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Got him swinging. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. It's 5-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, Jeff McNeil stands in.
Jeff McNeil.
Fastball for a strike.
All ones the count.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor. Fly to center his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one is in for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Lindor goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now it's going to be Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That catches the corner. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Contreras now. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses. 1-0. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there.
The
Caught it out
first
front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now the first baseman, Luken Baker. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at first, one away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one hit to first, and it stays fair. Contreras around second. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
One down, runner at third. And now the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Grounded out his first time up.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. And another ball.
2 balls, no
One
strike.
away with a runner at third. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Line drive. Nimmo makes the play. Runner tags from third. He'll score in the sac fly. It's 5-2.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Pozo in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. And now 2-0.
That's inside.
Just
That ball went
missed.
out.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one finds the zone. 3-1. And that's ball four. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Barrero. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
There's a strike. Pozo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a foul out of play. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 2. Back here in St. Louis, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Juan Soto. Leahy back to work. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Alonso in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Winker in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1.
What a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Nothing doing for the Mets. And it remains 5-2. Back here in St. Louis. And now Lars Nootbaar. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1,
Stirring
no
in the bullpen for the Mets. Ty Adcock, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Peterson also throwing. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0.
That's to 3rd, and it stays fair. Boots it. Now he turns and heads for 2nd. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and he's going to get to 2nd with nobody out.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn, 0 for 2 in this one. That one's in there. Strike 1. Up the middle. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Donovan stands in now and watches strike one. Nootbaar stands at third with one gone in the inning. Liner, base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's now a two-run game.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clay Holmes won't go any further, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the
Mets,
bullpen, Ty Adcock.
number 40.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Redbirds down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Late swing fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's hard hit on the line. And that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
One out, runner at second. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Comes up empty.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And here's the first baseman, Luken Baker. Fouled off. He was late. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
On the ground to third, Vientos sends it across the first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 4. Back here at Busch Stadium, top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Foul ball there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Win. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now here is Brandon Nimmo. That one in there across the letters. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Sneaks through, base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Right through there for a strike. Nimmo at first, one gone. Just missed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Leahy over to first,
he's in
and
there.
he's back safely. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And now here is Jeff McNeil.
Nope, outside.
Just missed. Pickoff throw. Nimmo back in on a dive. Inside, just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Tyrone Taylor waiting to hit for the Mets. Fastball for a strike.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 4. Bottom of the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Inside, ball
Activity in the bullpen. Reed Garrett getting ready to go. Cabrera, a left-hander, also throwing. Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. On to first, got him. One away on the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And up next for St. Louis, Jose Barrero. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And the 0-2. And that one popped in the air left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ty Adcock gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, David Peterson.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That clips the corner.
0-1's the
Pozo,
count.
the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses, struck him out. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Cardinals 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Phil Maton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Phil Maton.
Francisco Lindor digs in now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Lifted in the air, right field. Walker under it. And there's one down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Here's Juan Soto, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In there at the knees. Strike 1. And that's down and away. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. John King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Number 49, getting loose as well. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one is absolutely belted. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Alonso in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That one misses in the dirt. And misses inside. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Winker in the box now. No balls and a strike. And the sweeper is off the plate. Just missed. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 3-1.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Vientos in the box now. Takes strike one.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Deal one. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. 2 left for the Mets as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a curve misses outside. That's to third. Vientos whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Brendan Donovan now at the plate. And fouled off. And that one almost got him.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. He goes down looking.
Now batting, third baseman.
And next is the Cardinals' 4-hitter, Nota Importante. That one fouled off. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it 5-4. John King taking over on the mound.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
As he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. Nimmo at the plate now. That's ball 1. There's your strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Pitch misses. The count now 2-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Now it's going to be Luis Torrens. He's already homered here in this one. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Andre Palante preparing to come on if needed. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Two down, bases empty. Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. In there for strike one. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the eighth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ball one to Taylor. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Ball.
McNeil leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back there. And that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. That's his 50th career homer. And they add a couple more. It's 7-4.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swung on, belted. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen.
Pitching for the
Jojo
Cardinals,
Romero on to pitch out of the
number
pen here.
59.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. First offering, and it just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Reed Garrett. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Now it's the DH, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 3.
Contreras.
And that is out of play.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The 0-1. Ball 1 there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Ripped on a line to center. Taylor makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Lucan.
At the plate, Lucan Baker. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
The Cards trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Walker stands in now, looks at that one inside. On the ground right side. McNeil gets it to first. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
right through there for a strike. Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jesse Winker. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman,
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball. Winker leads off first with one away. Fly ball to right. Walker gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
The left fielder,
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 7 and the Cardinals 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now,
well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Pozo in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
There's a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Guerrero batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Good eye right there. The Mets leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Misses, and the count now even up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to
Now
see out of their
batting,
closer.
left fielder.
Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Newt now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long